Hey everybody, it's Karen from SavingTheFamilyMoney.com, and tonight we're going to go over menu planning or meal planning as a way to help your family save money and just alleviate the stress of the what's for dinner every night. Um, One of the reasons that you do this is so that you can start using items that you have on hand and taking advantage of sale items at the grocery store. You can also plan for healthier meals for your family. So take that into account as well. What I would recommend you do when you start out menu planning, if you've never done it before, is just go ahead and start out with the first 5 meals of the week, Monday through Friday, and just do dinner. If you try to meal plan breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it can be a little overwhelming. So I just recommend you start out with dinner. So plan Monday through Friday and maybe do theme nights if you have a hard time coming up with menus. So maybe Monday night is a chicken recipe and Tuesday night is Mexican, something like that. So that may help you plan a little bit better. You can also and um, sit down with your family and discuss the top 30 meals, 30 recipes that they like, so that you have a list of all these recipes and you know that this is something your family's going to eat, and you can kind of base your menus off of those recipes. You know, what do you have on hand? What do you need for these recipes to complete them? And start stockpiling those ingredients and start looking for sales and start buying them when they're at their rock bottom price, and keep those ingredients on hand so that it's going to be cheaper for you to do, and you'll have a stockpile of that already. Okay, we're going to go over, let's see. So you create your top 30 meals that your family will eat. You also want to create 5 fast meals and keep this on a postcard on the refrigerator. And these are really meals that you can make in under 15 minutes. Let's say somebody comes home from work and they're sick. Nobody wants to cook dinner. But you also don't want to order a pizza either, because that can run you $20 or more, and that'll cost your budget. So what you want to do is just kind of sit down and think of 5 menu items, recipe items that are ingredients that you always have on hand and that you can make in under 15 minutes, in less time than it takes you to order a pizza. And you'll want to stick that on the refrigerator. And if you have one of those nights where things are just crazy, you can pull from that list. And for us, it's breakfast items. So we tend to lean towards pancakes, fried eggs, things like that. Anything that is quick and easy for breakfast, we like to make for dinner on those kind of nights. So we always have eggs on hand, and we almost generally always have the ingredients for pancakes. So 5 fast meals that you can make quickly so that you're not running out and getting takeout or calling it in. That'll help save your family money as well. Another idea, let's see. Oh, we're going to go over different methods of cooking. So slow cookers, use your crock pot. One great benefit to using your crock pot is that when you use your crock pot, you don't have to use as much meat. And meat can be very expensive. So use the least amount of meat that you need to make your recipe in the crock pot, and fill it with your fruits and vegetables that are going to be even cheaper than the meat that you're purchasing. So you can do that as well. That'll save you money because you're not spending as much money on the meat, and also it'll save you time because you're throwing it in the crock pot. Maybe you plan your crock pot meals on nights when you have baseball practice or soccer practice in the evening for the kids, and so you've already thrown it all in the crock pot in the morning, and when you get home, it's ready to go. And you can run in the door, eat dinner, and then run out the door to soccer practice, and you're done. You don't have to spend time at the stove trying to cook dinner. So that's a really good suggestion. Also, batch cooking. And what batch cooking basically is let's say on Monday night you're going to cook spaghetti. So instead of cooking spaghetti for just Monday night, maybe you cook spaghetti for 3 nights and take what's left over and split it up into different meals, stick it in the freezer, and then the next time you go to make spaghetti, the sauce is already done. All you have to do is pull it out of the freezer and thaw it out and heat it up, and you're ready to go. So that's what batch cooking is. It's like cooking it all at once and using it for several different meals. And what's cool about that is too, you're only dirtying the kitchen once during that week. So you're not, whoop, my screensaver went on. Can you still see me? Yeah. Okay. So you're only, dirtying the kitchen once when you make that meal, but you're making a meal for maybe 4 nights that week, or for the month. A lot of people do this on Sundays too. They get together with their family, maybe your sister or your mom, and you just go to somebody's kitchen and you bring all your ingredients and everybody just cooks. And you cook and you make freezer meals for the entire month. So somebody's cooking spaghetti sauce, somebody's cooking enchiladas, somebody's cooking, chicken parmesan, and you're dirtying up the kitchen that one night. You're having a great time with all your family members, and then you're splitting it up into baggies and you're taking it home and splitting it up. Another great tip that I have: when my kids were younger, I did a meal swap with 3 other families. And what this is it's say you cook Monday chicken enchiladas. Well, not only do you cook chicken enchiladas for your family, but you make enough to feed 3 other families. So you're dirtying your kitchen once, you're making one meal, which also helps cut down on ingredients. So instead of buying ingredients at the grocery store for 4 meals that week, you're only buying the ingredients for one recipe. And then you make it for 4 families, and then they do the same thing, and they make a meal that week, and they make it for 4 families. And what you do is, let's say everybody cooks on Monday. You get together at somebody's house Monday evening, or meet in a parking lot at soccer practice or whatever. And not only do I have a casserole dish at my house that's chicken enchiladas, but then I take 3 different dishes to these other families. So now they have chicken enchiladas for the week. And I come home and I have a meal from somebody for Tuesday night, another meal for Wednesday night, and another meal for Thursday night. And then Friday is our leftover night. Whatever's left over is what we eat that night. So that's a really good way of dirtying your kitchen once and spreading the love, giving out recipes. You get to try different recipes from other families, and you don't have to cook Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, or Friday if you're having leftovers. It is a great way to save money and time, and I highly recommend you get together with a group and try to do something like that. Now get together, and also you want to discuss food allergies. If there's somebody that doesn't eat onions, make sure that they know that ahead of time so that you don't find onions in your chicken enchiladas if you're allergic. So those kind of things have to be discussed. But generally it's lots of fun because you get to try lots of different things, and I've come away with some really nice recipes just by doing something like that. So make sure you have a leftover night. If your family does not like leftovers, then you have to disguise them. So maybe if you had leftover chicken breast one night and then you have leftover marinara sauce or spaghetti sauce for dinner, maybe you make chicken parmesan. Make it, throw the chicken in a pan with some marinara over the top of it and some mozzarella cheese, and now it becomes chicken parmesan instead of just that leftover chicken breast that was cooked 2 nights ago. So if your family doesn't do leftovers, then try to disguise them so they don't really know that they're leftovers. Leftovers are also great for lunches on the next day. So you can pack it up, send it to work with your husband, or send it to work to school with your kids. So leftovers are really good for lunches the next day also. Okay. So we did fast 5 meals, okay. So once you've figured out all the meals that you're planning on making for the month, and again, you do not have to plan these out every night. You just want to have a recipe of a list of items and recipes so that you know when something goes on sale, you need to stock up on that, and then have it for those recipes. So if you see cream of chicken is in a lot of your recipes, or even just a couple of them, you want to stock up on that when it's its rock bottom price, so you're not paying full price for it when you need it. You already have it on hand because it's at the rock bottom price. Be aware of prices. If you know that boneless, skinless chicken breast, you don't want to pay more than $2 a pound for that, then maybe when it does go on sale for under $2 a pound, you buy as much as you can fit in your freezer until the sale comes around again, so that you can be living off of that chicken with your family at the rock bottom price instead of paying $4 a pound for it. So know your prices, know what your price is that you would pay for that item, and stock up on it when it's at its best. So that will set you up for success. If you menu plan, your kids will not be coming into the kitchen when you're trying to cook dinner and saying, "What are we having? What are we having?" And then as soon as you tell them, they give you that look. "Oh, I don't like that. I don't want that." So if you can eliminate the what's for dinner, put the menu on the refrigerator so the kids know and they don't complain about it when you're cooking it. Again, if you create those 30 items too at the beginning of the month that you know your family will eat, then hopefully you won't get those looks from the kids. But set yourself up for success. Base your menu off of what you have on hand already, what's on sale for the week at the grocery store, and if you have soccer night, make that your slow cooker night or your leftover night. Set yourself up for success, and once you are successful in menu planning dinner for the week, then you can move on to maybe also planning breakfast and lunch, and that will help you save your family money. If you have any other questions, you can visit the website, savingthefamilymoney.com. Mail me, Karen, at savingthefamilymoney.com, and I can give you any kind of tips or tricks or information that you would like. And I hope you learned a little bit of something, and I hope you start menu planning and saving your family money.